Hello, Spores! Cozy music jump scare, Tito. How do you like this music? I accidentally found myself listening to this Ghibli lo-fi the other day, and I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect for like a Japan New Year's themed stream. It's not exactly shrine music, I know, but I just really liked the vibe. It felt very peaceful, a good, nice, peaceful way to start a snowy New Year's Day. Hi! Ooh, you like my sparkly outfit, Brian? Thank you. Look, it's got glitter. This is my equivalent of it has pockets. You know the meme, like, when you have a dress that has pockets and somebody compliments you and says, nice dress. Obligatory. It's obligatory. Anyone must respond, it has pockets. So... The chat ID's broken. Thank you, Joshi. Oh, goodness. I knew I forgot something. I can fix this. Hold on. I got this. No problem. I'm a professional streamer, remember? I knew I forgot something. But listen, look how fast I can update this. Here I go. Done. Wait, that's a monkey! Why is it a monkey now? It's because I messed up! Professional streamer. Jib lives in us tonight? How did Jib get in us? I thought he was here in spirit. Is he in us in spirit? Oh my god, I just opened my own stream in YouTube and it's so weird. I can hear myself on it like a 7-second delay. I have to close that as quickly as possible. That's intolerable. Who else here hates the sound of their own voice? It's me. Okay, wait. I'm almost there. Almost there. I think this is gonna be it. This is gonna be it. Ready? Ta-da! I did it! Professional streamer, yes. Okay, all right, where was I? What was I talking about? I was talking about the music. And how much I can't tolerate my voice. Oh, Lynx, Wolvie, you're both with me. Nobody likes the sound of their own voice. It was so funny when I made my first TikTok using my own voice. I was so like nervous about it, like, oh, I don't have an ooh voice, like I don't have one of those little VTuber voices. Everybody's gonna hate this. And I got so many comments from people saying that they enjoyed my voice, and I was like shocked. Nobody had ever said that to me before. I was like, wow, you enjoy my voice? I hate my voice. But I started listening to everybody's advice, and you know, I've learned to love it. Hey, wait, Owen, I wasn't late today. I was right on time. On time like a dime. That's not really a saying. I just made that a saying. But yes, you're okay. The stream can officially start now. No more dicking around. Let's get serious. It's time to be serious about New Year's resolutions. Hi, Teedler. Hi. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad to see you here. You find the uwu voice a bit grating? Yeah, it takes a certain kind of character to really sell it. Yes. Okay. Oh, Ellen, you have dinner and you're officially here. Fantastic. Good. I'm glad you have dinner. I hope everybody ate today. Did everybody eat today? Did everybody have a nice meal? I had a delicious pork tonkatsu. I don't know, I'm like fully into the Japanese vibe today. Eating Japanese for dinner, wearing my kimono, my sparkly glittery kimono. I'm doing my shrine visit. So are you all familiar with this New Year's tradition in Japan? To the first shrine visit of the year. There's a Japanese term for it. I don't know, I don't speak Japanese, so I don't remember what the word is, but there's a term for the first shrine visit of the year, And you go to the shrine, and it's super crowded because everybody is doing it on the 1st of January. And there's like, you're shoulder to shoulder with people all trying to visit the shrine at the same time. And you go to a place where that you can essentially like draw pieces of paper, like you draw lots, and they have your fortune on them, like your luck, what your luck is going to be for the year. And there's a range of fortunes. You can have really, really good luck, or you can have like average luck. You can have luck that's neither good nor bad. You can have like sort of bad luck, but not super bad luck. And then you can have the worst luck ever. Oh, thank you, Becky. It's called Hatsumode. Is that the first shrine visit of the year? Yeah, so look, I'm here to get my fortune. I'm doing my Hatsumode. I'm here for my first shrine visit of the year. Oh, and my arm isn't getting sore. I'm a mushroom. I don't have muscles. I have mushroom stuff. I've gone over this lore in previous streams. I'm not made of human parts. I'm made of mushroom. If you cut me open, it would be like if you sliced a portobello at home in your kitchen. People with muscles get sore because of lactic acid. I don't have that because I'm not a people. Don't quote me on mushroom stuff. That wasn't the point. I'm full of mushroom, yes. Fiber. I've said it 3 times to be exact. Yes, the mushroom lore. Are you counting, Moshiki? Moshiki might be my biggest fan. Thank you for counting. But yes, I'm truly an expert on mushrooms. That's what the inside of mushrooms is called, mushroom stuff. But I am not usually somebody who makes New Year's resolutions. I don't know, for the past couple of years, I've just been kind of without hope. You know, like COVID really took it out of me. The whole like quarantining and staying in, and you know, it felt like time wasn't really passing for a long time. There was no difference between 2021 and 2022 and 2023. It was just all the same, you know? And so I didn't make New Year's resolutions for a long time because, like, what is the point? Time is immaterial. None of this matters. But I don't know. I'm feeling hopeful for 2024. Like, I feel like it's finally different. Don't you? Does anybody else kind of get that feeling as well? Like, I'm having energy that I haven't had in a really long time. New Year's energy. And I want to do something this year. I want to make a change. I want to swing big, you know? How about everybody in chat? Do you all have hope for this year? Is it more of the same for you? Yeah, we're so back, Brian, right? We're out of the dark ages. I'm going to remember the COVID period as being a very dark time in my life. just 3 years of darkness and, you know, I don't know. But 2024 is going to be big. I know it. I can feel it. I hope you all feel it too. Oh, Joshy, every year is awesome. You're so cute. That's adorable. Some years have been more awesome than others, but I love that energy. Hang on to it as long as you can. Becky, you're guarded, tired of getting knocked down? Yeah, I totally get that. But maybe this is the year that you'll stand up and stay up, you know? Maybe this is the year that you won't get knocked down. This is the year of no obstacles. This is the year of clear paths, right? I can feel it. Hi, Purple Flash. Santi, you're hopeful for this year too? Oh my god, I'm so glad to hear that. Zephyr, that's right! You said you're starting a new job in the Discord. I caught that, but I didn't really respond. I'm so sorry, but that is so wonderful. I'm so proud of you. That's right. And so many people have so many things to look forward to this year. I hope I'm not the only one. Links, you just put headphones on? Oh, well, the stream is better with headphones. Oh, what do you think of my audio today? I learned some tricks. I got a new audio interface for Christmas, and I learned some things about audio that I didn't know before. First off, I made sure that my microphone wasn't overdriving constantly. I turned down the gain on my microphone. So now when I either like laugh really loud or like do a little singing thing or just shriek, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna scream for any reason, but just in case. I have a lot more overhead on my microphone, so it won't get completely blown out. But then the other thing I learned how to do was to apply compression. And what compression does, compression takes the loudest parts of your audio and brings it down to normal levels, and it takes the quietest parts of your audio and it brings it up to normal levels. So it never really goes out of the sweet spot, you know? It's like always in that good range. So I learned how to use compression appropriately. So hopefully now I'm not going to explode anybody's ears by laughing or screaming or singing. Yeah, we're making progress. That's the first advancement of 2024, is I actually learned one thing about audio. Yay, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad. Thank you, Lynx. Thank you, Teedler. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh, Beetlejuice, your New Year's resolution is to be a coder and graduate high school? That's fantastic. I hope you achieve that. Well, graduating high school is one of those things that's sort of gonna happen or not. I hope you have the grades for it. You know, keep your head down, study well, pass those exams. I know you can do this. You got this, Beetlejuice, you got this. Engine piston compression check? No, audio compression. Oh, Santi, it no longer sounds crunchy. Thank you. Yes. Now you can hear what I really sound like. I hope it's satisfactory. I'm kind of nervous now that you hear my normal voice without crunchy audio. And you're like, oh, I don't remember that. That's not what I signed up for. But I hope my real voice passes muster. Oh, and you want to try and be more social this year. That's a good New Year's resolution. And one that I think could be easily workshopped, because if you add some goals around that and make it time bound, you know, like I want to do at least one of these activities a month, or, you know, so on and so forth, you can really make some big progress on that and make a huge change in your life. That is a really good one that we could workshop today. Brian says my stream is unwatchable without Gillie shrieking. Okay, I'll find an opportunity or two to shriek. Don't worry. I'll make some shrieking. I'll make some shrieking happen. Hello, Federico. Welcome, welcome. Jack, you feel like my voice is less deep than it used to be? I could speak lower. Do you want me to speak lower for you? How's this, Jack? Is this working for you? I got it down. I brought back the low notes for you. Shriek now or I'll leave. Okay. Wait, I don't think everybody wants to hear a shriek. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, thank you, Federico. You're so sweet. Thank you. Okay, wait. Everybody likes... Everybody... I can't do it. Everybody likes... Okay, wait. I gotta put on my poker face. Poker face. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of the stream in daddy voice. No, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. So check out, this stream is gonna be very low tech. What? Joshy, are you trying to scare me by saying there's a spider on my shoulder? Why does everybody want me to shriek? You guys are weird. Spores are weird. Y'all are wildin'. Where's the ants? Who always... Brian, you gotta spam some ant emojis. Maybe I'll shriek. Nobody make Daddy Gillie fan art. No, 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 no. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. I wanted to show you. Oh, Spores are so weird. I wanted to show you my. Ah! How's that? Is that okay? Is that enough of a shriek? No, it's not. Okay. Sarah, that's the wrong year. It's not 2025, it is 2024. What type of mushroom am I? That's a great question. I'm an Amanita muscaria. I am a highly toxic mushroom. If you eat a couple of caps, it'll knock you flat. Quote me on that. Gillie 2025. Eat some caps, knock you flat. Alright, wait. I need to show you guys the stream technology. Look at this hot tech. Wait, ready? Ready for it? 1, 2, 3. Yaha! This is how we're gonna workshop the resolutions, y'all. New Year's resolutions. And then we're gonna talk about them here. Blah, blah, blah. Who has a New Year's resolution they want to work on? I really liked the one about being more social. Right? You like my technology? This is literally just Notepad. Sarah, you want to see my full outfit? That's a more complicated request than you realize. I think I can do that. Hold on. Ugh. Okay, if this becomes really scuff for a minute, I forgive you. I mean, please forgive me. Okay, ready. Okay, so this is the top of the outfit, obviously. I have a little hair decoration there. And you can see my obi has... Whoop! My sleeve is just going right through the dress, but I've got some little jingly jinglies on my obi. Isn't that cute? If you want, here, you can see the back. I have a little ribbon. And then, let's see. The hakama is the overskirt that goes over. And then I've got some boots. Cha! I like these little tassels on the bottom of the kimono sleeves. Aren't they cute? And then the ruffles. The ruffles are so pretty. There you go. That's the outfit. What do you think? I'm not gonna wear it like very often. It's a process to get dressed up in this baby. Has anybody ever put on a kimono before? Okay, we'll have the kimono conversation, and then we will talk about New Year's resolutions. But first, we gotta have the kimono conversation. I'm so glad you like the kimono fabric. It has glitter. But okay, kimonos are a pain in the butt to put on. You have to use like binders and padding to make the front of your body completely flat. You're not allowed to have boobs in a kimono. You gotta crush those babies down and then pad out your waist so that you are flat as like a tube, flat like a PVC pipe. And then on top of all of that stuff, all of that padding, you put an under kimono. And then you put on a collar that's purely decorative, just goes around your neck, and then you put on an over kimono. And then you fasten all of that up so that it's tied properly. And then on top of that, you add the obi scarf, which is this black lacy bit. And then you can add any decorations you want to the outside of the obi. And there's like 501 ways to tie an obi, by the way. Obis are so unbelievably complicated. They're huge pieces of fabric, by the way. You wrap them about 1,000 times and do origami to get a beautiful bow in the back. Kimonos, I have so much respect for people who wear kimonos regularly. Like, there are still women in Japan who wear kimonos as everyday clothing. It's unbelievable. It must take them hours to get dressed every morning. Well, probably if you wear a kimono every day, you can probably put it on a lot faster than that. But for somebody like me, the uninitiated, it would take hours to put it on. I would have to keep redoing every step because I got it wrong. Yes, sorry that I'm not showing much skin, Moshiki and Jack. Unfortunately. It's cold out here. It's really cold. This is a very warm kimono. It's got lots and lots of layers. And it had a scarf that I actually took off. But I had a scarf on earlier. A fuzzy fur scarf. It was very nice. Very nice and warm. But okay. Alright. Let's do New Year's resolutions. We got some already in the chat. Russian Chief. My New Year's is to make even more dad lore to tell my future kids. I need to know more about what dad lore is. That sounds cute. Alright. Back to business. Yes, you can ask something, Federico. Just go ahead. Back to business. Let's do New Year's resolutions. Alright. Oof. Sorry. Okay, so kimonos are hot. Great. Go ahead, chat agrees. Link says, I don't come here for the skin, I come here for wholesome. You're a good person, Lynx. Probably better than myself and any of the rest of the people who are here in chat tonight. Okay. Alright. Hit me with your resolutions. Well, Vatica's is to finish your apprenticeship and be qualified. That's wonderful. Now I have to learn how to type. Federico. Oh, goodness. To find your soulmate. That's beautiful, but really hard. You know, it doesn't... That's the kind of thing that happens more by chance than by any particular effort. Lynx, your main one is rough, but your secondary one is to think more before you speak/act. That's a good one. I have a little saying about that, actually. I have a saying about that. I have 3 questions that I always ask myself before I say anything in a tense situation. I'll put it that way. One is, does it need to be said? Some things just, you know, you can let the conversation go without saying anything. Some things don't need to be said. The second question is, does it need to be said by me? Is there somebody else in this person's life who is more appropriate to deliver this information to them? It might not need to be said by me in particular. And the final question is, does it need to be said right now? Is there a better time and place? Is right now maybe a time of high feelings where what I say would not be well received? Or maybe I would phrase it wrong because my emotions are high. So 3 questions. Does it need to be said? Does it need to be said by me? And does it need to be said right now? Maybe that'll help. That's some of my best advice right there. I don't always follow my own advice, but I'm so good at giving it. Oh man, there's so many good resolutions. Izzy's is... working... Oh, you got like 20 resolutions. Girl, that's a lot of work. Start working out. Skincare. Staying positive. Love that one. Studying better. Becky has a real good one. Stand up for myself when people are rude to me. I love that. we should all have that one as our New Year's resolutions every year. Russian Chief is to... dad lore is random crazy stories that will shock your kids, that you'll drop randomly, they will always remember it. I like that. Russian Chief. More crazy stories to tell kids. I like that. I also like that your plan involves at some point having a family that you can like amaze with your antics. That's a good one. Hoshi. Oh, Santi, yours is to work on your confidence and find a job. I like that. That's a good one. What kind of, what industry are you looking in, Santi? Like, what would be your ideal job if you could choose any job in the world and automatically get it? Aw. Tito's is to do more things I love with people I love. That's beautiful. I love that one. Oh, Victor's is very measurable. I like this one. Is to get more friends on VRChat. So part of what I want to do tonight is I want to help you guys. I'm distracted by all the funny jokes in chat. I want to help you guys like develop goals that you can actually like plan and work towards, and you'll know when you've succeeded at them because you know what the rubric is for like the goal. Zephyr, that's a good one. Reduced screen time. Also very measurable. Okay, cool. Borble Borb, start a punk band? That rocks. That's so awesome. What instrument do you play? That's so awesome. Ah, Moshiki. Get 25% of Gillie fan game done? I like that. I like that because I am self-centered. No, it's get 25% of Gillie fan game done. Learn Blender. Blender's a beast. Tell me you've done the donut tutorial. You do vocals and bass, Barble Barb? That's awesome. That's great. I love bass players that sing. That's so cool. Okay, these are some good resolutions. You haven't done the donut tutorial, Moshiki? I'll do the donut tutorial. Then decide whether you really want to learn Blender or not. Jack is to learn game dev. Okay, that's also a really workshoppable one. Secondary resolution is to commit to things and not hesitate to do what I want. I love that. Commit to things. Do what I want. That's great. That's like the unashamedly make yourself happy thing. There's a really great movie about Lolita fashion. One of my favorite movies and one of my favorite fashions. It's called Kamikaze Girls. And it's basically the story of two girls who are learning to unashamedly do things that bring them happiness. And the way that you phrased that just made me think of that movie. You should watch that movie. It's great. C. Somebody in chat who's just got the name of C. Spend more time with friends. Love that. Yes, Jack, I have talked about this movie before. I only have 3. I'm like a one of those dolls with a string in the back that you pull, and like I only have like 3 talk tracks. One is mushroom stuff, one is Lolita related stuff, and maybe I only have 2. And the third one is just giggling. Just laughing. Wait, somebody in chat is Lynx. You've actually seen Kamikaze Girls. Man, I'm so glad. And Becky, of course you've seen Kamikaze Girls. I'm so glad that other folks have seen Kamikaze Girls in the chat. Now I don't feel like it was such a deep cut. Kage Oni, you're gonna write more and finish your reading backlog. That's good. Creative writing? Are you working on a book? I like that. Ryan. So last year was show up. I like that. Show up and speak up. I love that. And drive yourself in advocating for, expressing, and actualizing yourself. Oh, that's wonderful. Alright. Jonker, you're gonna finish 70% of your books and games before buying new ones. That I feel like is a very difficult endeavor. I have so many unplayed games and unread books. Oh my god. How many is that? I'm afraid to ask. My Steam library is like probably more than 80% unplayed. It's not even like downloaded. I just bought it at some point because I thought this looks cool. That's a good resolution though. Responsible with money. I like it. Alan, eating 900 bananas. You could probably do that. What is that, like 3 bananas a day? Slightly less than 3 bananas a day. You could totally do that. It wouldn't even be expensive. Is it weird to anybody else how cheap bananas are? They're like 30 cents each. They're so cheap. Like, you can it wouldn't be expensive. What's like, so 90 cents? Okay, so if you eat $1's worth of bananas a day, over 365 days. For like $365, you could succeed easily in that New Year's resolution. I don't know what it would do to your body. Like, is eating 3 bananas a day even a good idea? Probably not. I haven't really thought about it that much, but you could do it. What do you mean, Wolvetica? Are you surprised that bananas are cheap? Do you have expensive bananas in Australia? Wolvie is one of my most beloved Australian spores, but I never imagined that bananas would be expensive in Australia. They're so cheap here. They're so unbelievably cheap here. Don't go on a banana diet, though. I really think that's a bad idea. I really think at some point, like, something's gonna go wrong with your digestive tract. There's gonna be some weird poops down the line. Probably a really bad idea. Might even be something related to potassium, like too much potassium. Oshina, I missed your resolution. That's a good one. Congratulations on your job. Your resolution is now to save up money to get a PC. That's great. That's perfect. Joshi's is good. Increase workout time and intensity. Wait, are you saying that's your resolution? Or were you telling somebody else to do that? Increase workout time and intensity. I love that. We're not starting a banana diet. Part-time warrior. Exercise and work out like you used to. How do you spell exercise? That is one of those tricky words. Ooh, Ellen, that's a really good resolution. Get better at public speaking. You know the rule for that one. It's practice, practice, practice. By means of giving talks at conferences, yes. Yep, practice, practice, practice. All right, these are so great. I love these resolutions. Should we workshop some? I like this. Well, Venica, I feel like yours is inherently done because finishing your apprenticeship, you know, that's like a slow and steady sort of thing. And whenever you're scheduled to finish it is when you will theoretically finish it. Federico, find your soulmate though. Goodness. What is your plan here? If you're still in chat, I know it's possible that you've already dipped, but like, I would be really curious to hear what your plan here is. How does one plan to find one's soulmate?
Gillie, I love you lots and lots and love you more than anyone else.
Thank you for the $8, Moshiki. Thank you so much. Oh no, Lynx. The music is making you emotional. I'm so sorry. It kind of gets me in my feels too a little bit. This sort of like sentimental sounding music. Yeah. I cry at the weirdest things though. I get teared up at music all the time at music, but like also at commercials. Does anybody else cry for commercials? Sometimes when it's like it's one of those like tearjerker type of commercials, and like the puppy gets reunited with their family, or like the young guy gives an old woman a flower. You know, sometimes I tear up and I get choked up and I'm like, I hope nobody is looking at me right now. I hope nobody is seeing this happen to me. It's so embarrassing. Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Lynx, your wife cried her eyes out at the Tile commercial about the little kid's lost stuffed panda. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Like if it's got to do with like a kid or something sentimental or a puppy or I don't know, anything, families, whatever it is, I just tear up at commercials. They get me. Which makes it really hard to like watch TV or watch YouTube or anything, because it's always making me choke up. Yes, right, Beetlejuice. Sorry, I left you out of the list. It's because I didn't bring up the list early enough. You were early to the game. You were on the ball in a way that I was not. So congratulations, Beetlejuice. Yours was being a coder and graduating high school. Love it. Hey, I'm not blind, Jack. I'm not a granny. Okay, I kind of, in this outfit, this outfit is definitely giving granny. But we had a long conversation about Beetlejuice's goals, right? We had a conversation about the resolution. I just wasn't in my writing down mode at the time, so. Sorry again. I'm not a granny. Gillie Oba-san, no! Damn it, Jack, look what you've started. I'm changing my hair color. I'm going whiter. You think I should go whiter? The original plan was to have it be whiter. Yeah? It didn't get quite light enough. I should have used 2 boxes of bleach, I think. Granny is such a compliment. It's like mommy squared. No, it's not. Granny is when you've overshot mommy. Mommy is hot, right? Like, mommy's like a seasoned, sophisticated woman who knows what she's doing. And, you know, like, she's got curves and she's mature. Granny is like what happens when that woman gets, like, crusty. And, like, flabby. So I do not accept Granny. Granny is not uber mommy. Mommy is uber mommy. Granny is too much. No, Gilf, stop it. Granny do have the best cookies, though. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here for cookies. I don't have any cookies to give you, Spores. God damn it. Okay. Alright. MILFs. MILFs? Moms I'd like. What does MILFs stand for? Moms I love MILFing. I don't know. Gillie is life forever. Gilf. Okay, thank you, Sheena. Sheena always knows exactly what to say. Sheena always saves the stream. No cookies. But that Christmas popcorn, though, says Lynxhat. Yeah, it's my favorite, my famous Christmas popcorn. I posted in the Discord. I make a Christmas popcorn every year. It's caramel popcorn that I make the caramel myself on the stove. And I mix in Chex, like the cereal, you know, like the like really crispy cereal that's really good, and pretzels, like the little pretzels, and M&Ms, marshmallows. I feel like there's one more thing. Yeah, Chicks, pretzels, M&Ms, and marshmallows. And caramel popcorn. It's like the best thing ever. I could eat it for days. I did eat it for days. I do eat it for days every Christmas. Okay, Lynx, you want the recipe? I'll post the recipe. I'll post the recipe for the caramel too. That's the key, is to make the homemade caramel. Because you have to... I'm going to post the recipe. Okay, I'm going to post the recipe. But you have to promise me you will follow it to the letter. Because if you skip any of the steps, it's going to be gross. It's going to be inedible. I made it wrong one year. There's a long process at the end when you coat the popcorn with the caramel. You have to put it in the oven 3 times. You have to put it in the oven for 10 minutes, take it out and stir it. Put it in again, 10 minutes, take it out and stir it. Put it in again, 10 minutes, take it out and stir it. And if you don't do this, it will be inedible. So do not skip a step, okay? If you skip a step and come back and tell me, Gillie, your popcorn was disgusting, what the fuck is wrong with you? I will know it's because you skipped a step. I will know you got lazy and you didn't do the oven part, okay? I'm onto you. I'm onto you. So don't skip a step. It's very important. Okay. Why is every stream a food stream with me? Why do I always wind up talking about food? I do spend a lot of my life cooking and eating. What is up with that? Just so much time is spent cooking, eating, and then cleaning. Cleaning up after I cooked. Scraping pans and washing dishes and loading dishwashers. What is up with that? I wish I could just drink Soylent. Do you guys remember Soylent? Was anybody aware of this like super tech bro Silicon Valley trend of Soylent? Lord Bokbok, if you skip a step and it sucks, I will know. But okay. Tito, you drank Soylent? So Soylent, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's like some tech bro, I forget what his name was, had this great idea that he decided he was done eating. He was done with eating. He's like, I'm not into this, I'm not into cooking. I don't really care about different flavors or textures or having variety in my life. I don't want to clean. I just want the convenience of eating what is essentially the equivalent of human dog food. I just want one nutritionally complete food that I can eat 3 times a day and not have to prepare, not have to clean up, and not have to worry about getting a variety or taking new, vitamins or anything like that. Okay, so he developed a product and he called it Soylent and he's selling it. I think you can still buy Soylent. I don't know. It's like if that trend died out or whatever, because it's kind of old. But where was I even going with this? I kind of wish that there was a Soylent solution for cooking and cleaning, but it was actual food. I would love to be able to eat 3 meals a day without cooking and cleaning. Right? Wouldn't you? I guess that's just ordering DoorDash 3 times a day. But first of all, it's expensive. Second of all, it's bad for the environment because you're throwing away hundreds of plastic containers all the time. What's the solution, Spores? What if I don't want to cook, and I don't want to clean, but I don't want to waste money and destroy the environment? What are my options? I guess Soylent. I guess my only option is Soylent. Oh, that sounds awful, though. Wait, Tito, you think the flavors were good. And Curry, you think it's nice, but eventually your body would start rejecting it. I agree with that. I think I could probably drink Soylent for 3 days, and then eventually my body would just start telling me, no more of this, please. Please. I can't handle the sludge. Stop filling me with sludge. Yeah. 3D print your food? Okay, Ellen, that's very that's very Star Trek. Don't they have a food 3D printer in Star Trek where you can just say oh, I want steak tartare, and then press the button and it it's got nutrients Kind of like a soda fountain. It's a soda fountain of nutrients, and it uses it and combines it all to make the food. Okay, that's the ideal. Somebody invent that. Somebody invent the Star Trek food printer. Okay? You invent that, I will give you my life savings. Everything. Everything I own. I'm a mushroom, so it's not very much. But that's what I want. So my New Year's resolution is to drink Soylent. No, it's not. I don't know what my New Year's resolution should be. I was thinking I should do something around posting videos more regularly, because I really fell off the boat with posting TikToks, like shorts and reels. You may notice that like I haven't posted anything since practically November. Maybe literally November. I posted something about New Year's resolutions today, because I'm on this train and I'm thinking about how to write good New Year's resolutions. So I made a video today, but before that I took like a 4-week break, almost, maybe, from posting videos. And I feel like to get back on the train, I should make this my New Year's resolution. So Gillie goes on the document. Gillie is going to post shorts/reels at a regular cadence. And I'm going to leave that open-ended. I don't know what that cadence is going to be. But it's going to be regular. That's all I can say so far. Yes, Chunker, I'm busy with my IRL job. What IRL job? What are you talking about? I don't have an IRL job. I'm a mushroom girl. This is my job, is to walk around being mushroomy and wearing cool clothes. Yes, Sheena, a break is good now and then. I'm glad you're looking forward to more content. I did need a break. I needed to push reset. I was getting really frustrated with my content. I thought my content might be stagnating because it's getting less and less engagement over time. I don't know if the algorithms are changing or if trends are changing. There's something that I'm not keeping up with. You know, there's something that I like haven't put my finger on that's changing, that's pulling the rug out from under me that I haven't been able to identify, and I haven't really hit on what the difference is. And so it was just, I was getting so frustrated with, you know, my TikTok viewership. Should I even be talking about this? My TikTok audience is actually shrinking. I am losing TikTok followers at a faster pace than I am gaining TikTok followers. I have fewer TikTok followers today than I had in June. And I just, every time I go to post a video, I have to think about that. Is there something wrong with me? Is there something wrong with my approach? Is my shtick just tired? Do people want something different? And I just got so worn out, guys. I just got so worn out. And I didn't want to do it anymore. So I took a long break. I didn't do it anymore. But I think it's time to get back on the bandwagon. Because 2024 is the year of hope, right? 2024 is the year of energy. It's the year that we get our lives back, Spores. 2024 is the year that we claim what's ours, okay? We gotta get out there and do it this year. Let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's fucking go, you guys. Curry, you thought this was the year of the dragon? Yeah. I don't know what the year of the dragon means. I'm not very much into the Zodiac. Somebody tell me what dragon is. What's dragon energy? What's dragon energy? Is that why I'm so full of energy right now? Is it because it's the year of the dragon? I feel like dragons are exuberant. They're unable to be stopped. They're forces of nature. Let's do it. I got that dragon energy. I can't even repeat what you just said without laughing. Dragging these nuts on 2025. Why do we keep saying 2025? It's 2024. I'm dragging these nuts on 2024. Did I miss a whole year? Or is this some sort of inside joke I'm not in on? Alright, Curry's got the hookup. Curry's got that Year of the Dragon Zodiac hookup. The personality traits of people born in the Year of the Dragon are charismatic, intelligent, confident, powerful, and they're naturally lucky and gifted. Dang, I wish I was a dragon. That's so good. Everybody who's got a dragon birthday, congrats, because that sounds like it rocks. But it's not, wait, it's not technically the Year of the Dragon yet, because the Chinese New Year's in February. So it's still whatever the year before. What comes before dragon? Snake? I don't know. It's still technically not the Year of the Dragon, I think. It's not, wait a second. Chat, what is going on? It's not 2027, it's not 2014. We got a pig in the chat. We got a snake in the chat. We got a rabbit in the chat. Oh, a sheep. Oh my god, Ellen, that's adorable. Of course you're a sheep. Of course you're a sheep. Rabbit was this year. Oh, rabbit was this year. I see. I don't know what year am I? I was born in 2022. I'm almost 2, guys. I'm almost 2 years old. Yay! Wait, I can't say that. Somebody actually got banned on Twitch for saying that they were 11. As a joke. They're actually of age, but they made a joke that they said, like, explain it to me like I'm 11, and then they immediately, Twitch took their stream offline and banned them. So I can't say that. Brian, you're a tiger? Of course you are. Of course you are. I'm a tiger? Oh! Yay! I was born in 2022, so that makes me a tiger? Nice. Nice. I feel like tiger's a good one. What are the characteristics of tiger people? Yeah, what's a tiger? Yeah, Jack, I'm 2. How could I be a granny if I'm only 2 years old, Jack? Who's the granny now, Jack? Okay. Alright, time to get serious. We're here to do New Year's resolutions. Compassionate, generous, and diligent. Oh, Curry. I love it. That's perfect. I'm none of those things. Okay, alright. Let's do some workshopping. Links, I like the think before you speak /act. I wonder if this is quantifiable in some way. Let's put some space here. Let's get some. I wonder if this is quantifiable in some way. Is there, if you're still out there, Links, of course you are, I love you. Is there some sort of, what happens, what's the penalty? You don't have to go into graphic detail, but what's the penalty when you don't think before you speak act, right? So maybe the way we quantify this goal is, like, reduce the number of disputes or something. I think that's sort of an interesting approach here. Or the other thing we could use as a rubric here is, hi Frank, is we could say, like, X number of times stop to ask yourself the 3 questions. You know, not that you necessarily have to take my advice on the 3 questions, but see, this is the kind of New Year's resolution that is really good in spirit, but you could theoretically get to the end of the year and not know whether you've actually done this. Right? Like, imagine that it's December 31st and you're looking back on the year and reflecting and trying to figure out whether or not you did your New Year's resolution. And how do you know whether you've achieved this? How do you know whether you thought more before you spoke or acted, right? Yeah, so the penalty is oftentimes social or relationship repercussions, right? Oftentimes when I share opinions, it results in arguments. Okay, thank links. And you typed the 3 questions already. I'm glad you liked them. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking, like, reduce the number of disputes, but that's also kind of subjective. Maybe there's an element of this that's also along the lines of, pause and reflect, right? Because part of this is you don't want to speak in a way that won't be well received, but you do sometimes need to speak. The solution is not always like staying quiet and holding your tongue. The solution is taking a moment, pausing, reflecting on what you're about to say, thinking whether or not you phrased it in a way that they'll be receptive to, whether now is the right time to bring up the subject, that kind of thing. So maybe there's... it's not exactly measurable. Sorry, you guys are seeing me think in live time. This is, you're seeing my brain working. You're seeing the brain in action here. I talk to myself a lot when I think about stuff like this. Yeah, I think that the only way that I can think of to quantify this is to really to really be able to measure it is to keep a journal of some sort, or if you have a planner, just like keep a tally at the bottom of the page, or even like a calendar. If you have like a desk calendar, just like make tally marks with a pencil. The number of times that you've stopped and actually asked yourself these questions. I ask myself these questions all the time, probably like multiple times a day. So if I kept a tally list of this, it would cover an entire like sheet of paper with tiny tick marks by the end of the year. But I feel like this is probably the way to quantify it, like the number of times that I have consciously stopped to think and reflect and rephrase what I'm about to say. I think that would work. Yeah, this is a really great, I love this endeavor. It's so thoughtful and compassionate and pro-social, and I really think that this is going to serve you well this year. So that's wonderful, Links. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for your 2024. Let me know how it goes. Should I start a resolutions channel in the Discord maybe, so we can like be accountability buddies and update each other on our progress? I think that would be fun. I think that'd be really fun. Oh, did I miss a message from somebody? Hi, Colt. Hello. Sorry if I ever miss a message from somebody, and you don't assume that I'm ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. My brain is going like 1,000 miles a minute when I'm streaming. I have to think about what I'm saying. I have to think about what I'm typing into this notepad, and I have to keep an eye on chat whenever I get a spare moment. So like, if I didn't respond to you, just like write it 1 or 2 more times, and I'll probably catch it at some point. It's not because I didn't like your comment. It's because I have only so much brain in this mushroom cap of mine. And the amount that I have is not very much. All right, I'm gonna make a Discord channel and we can all be accountability buddies. It's not an American thing, Jack. We come up with words left and right. Is that an American thing? Maybe. All right, cool. I like that for you, Lynx. Oh, Izzy. Okay, Izzy, you're up next. You had like a million things. Start working out. I literally talked about that in my TikTok today. That's so nebulous. What kind of workouts do you want to do? How often do you want to work out? What's your good? Do you want to be able to lift heavier? Do you want to be able to, oops, sorry, I'm resizing the window. Do you want to be able to run farther? Do you want to be able to You want to have more stamina, like be active for longer periods of time? This is such a nebulous goal that it's hard to quantify. Let's see. Skincare, though, that's a really good one. Not because it's more important than working out, but because it's super easy to quantify. So for your skincare routine, this one's straightforward. There's easy steps here. There's, you know, develop a routine with products I like / can afford. That's important because skincare stuff can be very, very expensive. And then there's stick to it daily. And this is another one where keeping a journal or using an app on your phone can really help you quantify this. I have an app on my phone for skincare where I can take a picture of my face every day when I like log my status update. You know, I can like tell it which products I use, and then I take a picture, and it has a nice like frame up so that I can take the exact same picture of my face every day, and it's always in the same, you know, it's always in my bathroom in the same lighting and everything. So I can look back at a series of pictures and like see how my skin has gotten better or worse from using certain products. So you should check out an app like that if you're interested in doing like a skincare routine. It's really illuminating. You learn a lot about how your skin reacts to things. It's crazy the way different products can really have different effects. Okay, wait. Okay. I missed Georgie. Georgie Jones. Hi, Georgie Jones. Hi. Oh, okay, I'm scrolling up. Hello, I'm good. How are you? Welcome to the stream. I think this is the first time I've seen you here. And if not, please forgive me. Yes, Ellen, you're completely correct. Use sunscreen daily. Every day, even in the winter. You're less at risk of getting sunburns in the winter, but the UVA rays, not the ones that give you a sunburn, but the ones that age you, they're always coming through those winter clouds. So if you don't use sunscreen in the winter, you're still getting the aging effects of the sun, even if you're not getting burned. Yeah, sunscreen's vital. Good call out, Ellen. Yeah, so for like quantifying this goal is keep a journal or use an app to log your daily routine, you know, and then you can see how many times you've done it. You don't need to do, if you're kind of having a lazy Saturday, you know, you wake up late and you're mostly staying in the house in your PJs, like, who cares? You can skip a day. But if you're doing like 5 out of 7, I'd say that's really solid. Yeah. 5 out of 7's good. That's what I tell myself, at least. Fantastic. Okay, let's do Becky's. I see you're still in chat. Hi, Becky. It's your turn. You're up, girl. Stand up for myself when people are rude. Boy, that is a good one. But this is also one of those that's really hard to quantify. How often would you say this situation, like you find yourself in this kind of situation? I want to know the answer, but I kind of don't want to know the answer because I feel like if you say it's like every month, I'm going to be really sad. But I think there's such a tactful way to stand up for yourself when people are rude. You can either say like, I love have you ever used the line like, oh, I'm sorry, could you repeat what you just said? When somebody says something like really out of pocket, like super, like, why would you even say that? Because they think that like they're saying it because it's for a laugh effect. Like the shock of saying something super rude. Just looking them dead in the eye and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. Could you repeat that one more time? And having them look you in the eyes and clearly repeat the horrible thing they just said is so painfully embarrassing for that person. I love that one. Oh, Becky, yesterday? I'm so sad. You don't want to blow up, but you want to be able to say, hey, that was really hurtful. That's okay. Did you stand up for yourself yesterday? I'm so proud of you. I love that. Okay, I'm proud of you. So I guess number of situations, you know, would be a good way to quantify this. There's also there's a stepped process to this, I think, because being bold in confrontations is not something that I think you can just turn on. It's not something you can just decide to do, right? It depends heavily on your personality, frankly. It depends heavily on your relationship with the person that you're talking to. Like, are they your mother-in-law? Like, kind of want to think twice about, you know, standing up to good old mom. But if they're like a coworker of equal rank, yeah, fuck them. Like, give them the finger, you know? But there's like, yeah, so you said you cry if you get confrontational? Yeah, so it's really hard for really nice people to stand up for themselves in confrontation. There's the deer in the headlights factor too. It's like, you almost can't believe that this is happening. Like, that somebody would say something like that. And you just freeze up and you sort of like let it go and laugh it off because you really don't know what else to do. You're just like absolutely shocked to be in that situation at all. Oh, your friend at the barn, Becky. Oh, horse people should stick together. Horse people should always be like, stand in solidarity with other horse people. Nobody else understands horse people like horse people do. I'm sorry they were rude to you. All right, well, I think there's a tiered approach, right? So I think there's start small, right? And like go for the subtle, like, could you repeat that, or could you explain why that's funny? Like, that's another one of my favorite lines. When somebody says something like blatantly offensive, like they use a slur or like tell a really off-color joke that like wouldn't fly, you can always say like, huh, could you explain why that's funny? Like, I don't think I get the joke. Just like why exactly is that funny? And watching them scramble for an answer that doesn't paint them as some sort of like a horrible person is absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. So yeah, there's the start small with like the little quips. But then I think the next step is to get direct with people who are of equal or lower standing. People who are like low stakes people. I have no idea how you'd measure this one, because there's no way to know whether you've made an improvement or not, because it feels like the number of times that this situation pops up is kind of arbitrary. Like, you can't plan for it. You can't say like, this happens 10 times a year and I'm gonna stand up for myself 50% of the time, right? Like, it could happen 10 times, it could happen 20 times, it could happen 0 times. It just depends. It depends on the world around you, I guess. I'm sorry it ruined your day, Becky. That's a really hard one. It's a hard one for nice people. Yeah. People who are like really direct by nature don't usually have a hard time with this kind of thing, but like people who are super nice, people who just want everybody around them to be happy and smiling constantly have a really hard time with this. So yeah, let me know how I can help. I'm here for you. All right, should we do Russian Chief? More crazy stories to tell kids? I don't know about this one. This one is just like, get out there and do it, I guess. Get drunk more often? I don't know. Get out there and do it. Oh, thanks, Becky. I love you too. Mwah. More crazy stories to tell kids. Yeah, Becky. Becky's a nice person. I don't know. Russian Chief, are you still out there? If you're not out there, I'm gonna skip to Santi. because I love this a lot, but I don't really know how to advise on this one. I don't know. Maybe this is quantifiable. Like, yeah, like you could plan to go out and with friends some X number of times per month. Maybe that would work. Or like double, or you know, increase by some percentage the number of times you go out with buddies. That's the only thing I can think of for this one. And I wish you the best of luck, because I just love the thought of you 20 years from now telling your 6-year-old child, I don't know, if you start having kids right now, I guess 6 years from now. Well, I don't know what your situation is, but some number of years from now, sitting down by the fireplace with your 6-year-old child on your lap and saying, well, let me tell you about the time Daddy got hooked up with some blow and hit the nightclub and picked up some strippers. All right, family-friendly stream. Okay. I'll go faster, Jack. Santi's work on confidence and find a job. This one's quantifiable. This find a job, that's like a pass-fail. You either did or you didn't. But I think that there are some steps to get there, right? So like, find a job is gonna be job searching stuff, you know? It's gonna be like, identify the types of jobs I'm interested in. Then follow that up with develop my resume and cover letter. Of course, customize this to each job. And then here's the quantifiable part. Here's another quantifiable part. Hi, Santi. Oh, I'm glad you're still out there. Here's the quantifiable part. Is you can apply to X number of jobs per month, right? So like, let's say you apply to 6 jobs per month until you get a job. I think that's a pretty good, like, you can tweak the number. Feel free to be like, 6, that's too many, or like 6, that's not aggressive enough. Feel free to tweak the number, but I think that's a good way to quantify this one. And then of course, like, getting a job is pass-fail. But yeah, apply. And if you need help with your resume, I just so happen to be kind of a resume wizard. So, you know, hit me up if you need a second set of eyes to take a look. Hi, gaming nerd, welcome. What you miss? Oh God, how do I even describe what happened in the first half of the stream? I don't remember. It's like a black hole in my memory. I think we talked about some stuff and did some things. Step 1, get a hub. Check, your typo made that so much funnier. Step 1, get a hub. Okay, alright, we're on to Tito. Okay, so 2 more things I love with people I love. Love that. I think that... So this, you're very susceptible to burnout with this one too. Because I think that you could also overexert yourself here. If you over-index on this one and like fill up your entire week, you know, your all the nights of the week with like going out or online gaming or whatever, and you don't leave yourself time to rest or like time to just hang out at home with the wife, then you could actually burn out on doing too much and getting exhausted. So maybe there's like a magic number here whatever amount of this you're doing right now, like how much do you feel like you need to increase it by? Huh? We could do one of those percent increases. Like we could do we could do like 50% more hanging out. So if you're hanging out like currently approximately like 1 night per week, you could try and increase it to 2 nights per week. I feel like that's quantifiable, but again, like I feel like there's a burnout risk here. I think maybe this could also be just like a personal check-in sort of goal here too. Instead of making a number that you are obligated to hit, or you feel obligated to hit, you could also say, like, how did I feel about the past month? You know, like on the last day of each month. I don't know if you guys have journals. I have like, I've been up and down about journaling in my life. There have been times in my life, I'm almost 2 years old, so there have been times in my life that I have been really, really studious about keeping a journal. And there have been other times when I haven't like written something with a pen or a pencil in like months. Because everything I do is on the computer. But I believe in the power of the journal, especially for like self-improvement, like resolutions. And so this resolution, you could quantify it as like a once a month or like a twice a month check-in. Like, how do I feel about the amount of time I spent with friends? Do I feel like it was enough? Do I feel lonely? What should I try and increase it next month? Do I feel overexerted? Should I actually try and decrease it next month? Or was that perfect? Like, do I feel fulfilled? You can also journal about, like, do I feel good about was it the right mix of people? Did I spend time with people who energize me or with people who wear me down? You know, so personally, I think that this goal is a perfect fit for like journal check-ins. Typing in all the shit I just said. Do I feel lonely? Do I feel exhausted? And I think this is like, this is how I would approach it, because like I wouldn't be able to say like, okay, I have 3 nights this week I have to hang out with friends. Like, that would exhaust me and I would immediately fail. Also because I'm an introvert. So that's just too much. That's too much hanging out with friends. I'm sorry, that's way too much. But yeah, so I feel like for me it would be like, how do I feel about the past week? Do I feel fulfilled or do I feel unfulfilled? And how do I tweak that for whatever the next, you know, the period of time until the next check-in, the next 2 weeks, the next 4 weeks. Tito, you're trying to increase the amount of activities you do socially and how you share that with your circles. Aw, I love that. I think that's, well, I like the new activities aspect too. So this could be like, try X number of new activities per month, you know? And for me, that number would be like 1. Because I get exhausted really easily. And I'm not that adventurous, but for you, a hypersocial extrovert who loves to do new things person, that could be like 2 or 3. So this is a great goal. And I hope you're feeling that 2024 energy. I hope you get it. I hope it all comes true for you, Tito. Links, you have tons of journals that only have 5 to 8 pages filled out. Yeah. I tend to use my journals about the halfway mark. And then I get tired of them. I'll like get new journal energy. Do you ever have new journal energy? I'll open it and I'll see those crisp, clean pages just waiting to be written on. And then I'll be like, yeah, this is the journal that I'm going to use all the way up. It's going to be like one of those artist journals. It's going to have wrinkled pages. It's going to have coffee stains. This is going to be like the journal. You know, I'm going to journal so hard. And then like I get halfway through and I'm like, all right, I'm done with this. Okay, on to the next one. Brian, let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat at the same time as I'm thinking. Thinking is way too hard for me. I announced to my friends last New Year's that, hey everyone, I've made it my New Year's resolution this year to not be a stranger and spend more time with y'all. Oh, I'd love it if you could help me make it come true. That's cute. I like that. Engage the friends. Yeah. Get the friends to help you. Lean on the friends for support. Engage the friend group. That's a great idea, Brian. Thank you. Alright, we got Victor's Get More Friends on VRChat. I like this one. I feel like this one is super quantifiable because you could just say like 5 a month, you know? Whatever you decide is the right number. You know, just like 3 new friends per month, or 5 or 8 or 10. I don't know how easy it is to make friends on VRChat. I don't go into public worlds. I have hundreds of hours logged in VRChat, and almost all of them were spent alone. All of them are like, you know, me in a world by myself with like my script in front of me and my camera set up, just talking to myself. That's how I use VRChat. I need to go to more publics. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution, is to like actually meet people in VRChat. Nah, I'm gonna stick with posting reels. Lynx, you're already using the 3 questions. Wow. That's fantastic. I should ask myself the 3 questions more often. Alright, Zephyr's reduced screen time. This one's wonderful. I need this one too. I am just like glued to my screens, especially after I post a video. I told everybody earlier about how like down and dejected I feel after I post a video and it gets no engagement, right? So like when I post a video, I'm like glued to my phone, like, are people gonna like it? Do people like my video? Does anybody out there like my video? Is this the world's worst video? So yeah, I need to learn how to post and then like put the phone down. But I love Zephyr's reduced screen time. That's great. There are apps for that. There are apps that will tell you how often or how many times. Sorry, how many hours, that's what I'm trying to say, how many hours you use your phone for it. Then they'll compare it to the previous week. My phone actually does it natively. I have a Samsung, and once a week I get a little notification that says you used your phone 1 hour 34 minutes less than last week. And I'm always proud of myself when the number goes down and like secretly disappointed when it goes up. But there's also there's some really nice apps that will like plant a tree. Have you heard about the one with like, I think it's called Forest or something like that? But when you open the app, it locks all of your other apps, so you can't use them simultaneously. And then you can't do anything except for just have this app open until you press the like I quit button. I quit, I need to use my phone, I'm too addicted, let me back in. But while this app is open and it has your phone locked down, a tree or like multiple trees will like slowly grow on the screen. Like it'll start as a little seedling and then it'll grow into a big beautiful tree and then it'll grow into a big beautiful forest. And the goal is to like have as many trees as you can and grow this gorgeous forest by not using your phone. So it's cute. Maybe you check that one out. Like, so there's an app for that. I think it's called Forest. I could be completely wrong. Oh, Brian, you've used the Forest app. It was kind of counterproductive, actually. Oh, crap. What was counterproductive about it? Wait, you kept like looking at your phone to see if your tree was growing? I could see that being a problem. Yeah, I can see like checking it over and over again to see if your tree got any bigger. You gotta trust the process. You gotta put it down and trust the process. I thought it was cute. But yeah. There's also So since you mentioned specifically, Zeph, that one of your problems was scrolling through TikTok shorts, TikTok specifically has a screen time feature. I've had to use this in the past. Has a screen time feature where after a certain amount of time, it locks itself and you have to put in a password if you want to keep using it. So like, I imagine this is probably for parental controls, you know, like the parents control the password and they lock down the kid's phone or whatever. But you could like ask a friend to make a password and then hand you your phone back so that you can't cheat and keep watching TikTok. I'm just writing this down. And okay, limit yourself to 2 hours of screen time. That's perfect. So you can just give yourself a check mark on the days when you do limit yourself to 2 hours and not give yourself a check mark on the days that you don't. Something that people who journal a lot will do sometimes is that they'll prepare the week in their journal ahead of time, and they'll make like little check boxes or like little things, little boxes to color in, and then for each day of the week they'll go and they'll color it in when they did that thing. So like I've seen this for skincare routines, I've seen this for like workouts, like you just go and you log whether you did it that day, and then when you reflect back on the week you can see, oh, I did 4 out of 7, I did 3 out of 7, kind of a week. Or I did all 7 days, I'm on a streak, you know? So yeah, so just log the days that you do and the days that you don't. I think that's a great resolution. Oh my god, okay, wait, somebody brought up Pomodoro timer. That's one of my favorites. You limit yourself to, so what Pomodoro timer is the theory for Pomodoro is that people can only focus really well for about 30 minutes at a time. Like after 30 minutes, your mind starts to wander, your energy starts to wane a little bit, you start like, you know, getting antsy, and maybe you should get up and take a walk anyway. So when you're doing Pomodoro, you set a timer for 30 minutes and you work undistracted for 30 minutes, and then at the end of the 30 minutes, you take a 5-minute break. You get up and you go get a snack, or you walk around, or you check your phone for 5 minutes, and then you do another 30-minute block. And you do that for, I think you're supposed to do like 3 or 4 Pomodoros. Like a cycle is called a Pomodoro. You do that like 3 or 4 times, I think, and then you take a longer break, like a 20-minute break. Anyway, it's a whole productivity thing. Look it up. I have used it periodically. It works for me sometimes, but if you're like addicted to checking your phone throughout the day and you think it's taking away from your ability to study or work, try Pomodoro. Try Pomodoro because there's a timer for how long you're allowed to use your phone in between periods of focus. So after that 5-minute timer goes off, you got to put that phone down and keep working. All right, Borble, start a punk band. This is another pass-fail one. You know, this is like you either did start a punk band or you didn't start a punk band. It's hard to quantify this one, except that I think that there are some steps you could take, right? Like, keep practicing your instrument, which in this case I think is bass and vocals. I think you mentioned before. Get out there in the punk social scene, right? Joshy, it's not just pass fail. How do you what's in between pass and fail if your resolution is to start a punk band? Right. Like find local. Yeah, there's steps to get there. But at the end of the year, on December 31st, when you look back and you say, did I achieve my New Year's resolution? If your New Year's resolution was start a punk band, you either did or you didn't, right? Start half a punk band. Okay, I actually like that. If you like only have a drummer. If you only have a drummer. Yeah, that's pretty funny. You've started half a punk band. I don't know. What the White Stripes literally just guitar and drums, right? So technically bass and drums? Maybe that works. I don't know. It works for me. That sounds actually kind of cool. I'd listen to it. All right, get that out there in the punk social scene. Joshy's coming in clutch with the advice for the punk band. Joshy, like he's started a punk band before. Post somewhere local for a band in need. Yep. Advertise yourself or that you're looking for a band. You've made some demo tracks, Borble? That's awesome. That's so cool. That's fun. When you look for bandmates, I have a question for you. I don't know anything about this, but do you have them play for you? If somebody says like, oh, I'm a trumpet player and I'd really like to be in your band, like, do you ask them to, like, how do you evaluate a potential bandmate? Do you like invite them over for a jam session, or like, do you have them send you a recording? Like, what's the evaluation criteria? I'm so curious. How do you audition people? Is it an audition? Like, prepare this song. Come prepared to play this song. We're gonna jam together. People know common songs in the genre you play together. That's what Joshy says. Okay, see if you vibe. Okay. All right. What's the punk song that everybody knows how to play? What's the common song? Okay, Borable says mainly trial error jam session. Got it. Okay, cool. That's cool. Hi, Z-Bakes. Oh, thank you. You like my kimono? It's a sparkly. Your resolution is to get better at Unity for VRChat worlds and avatars. Ah, being creative has been a great feeling this past year. Yeah. Making things is truly a delight. I have stopped making things as often as I used to, but there's such a sense of satisfaction from having a vision and then creating it and then seeing the finished creation. It's like there's nothing like it. What a great feeling. But yes, I can totally see how making VRChat avatars and worlds scratches that itch. Get better at Unity for VRChat worlds and avatars. Love it. Alright, Borble. Oh, hi, Wooshi! Well, Wooshi, congrats. You've already succeeded on your New Year's resolution. I saw your message. How you doing, Woosh? Does everybody here know Wooshi? He's one of my favorite VRChat TikTokers / Instagrammers / YouTube. I feel like you're on every network now. But yeah, Wooshi is the Spartan who always posts that picture of himself reclining on the back of an alligator. If you don't know who he is, look him up. He's awesome. But congrats on already fulfilling your New Year's resolution. You've done it. I saw your message. Hi. You're the only person with a 100% win rate in New Year's resolutions. Wait, what was your resolution last year? You can't have a 100% win rate without succeeding on previous resolutions, unless what you're saying is that you've never had a resolution before this one. You're 1 for 1. If only we were all so lucky. Alright, should we do Moshiki? Let's do Moshiki. Get 25% of Gillie fan game done. That's a great resolution. Immediately quantifiable. You know whether you've gotten 25% of the Gillie fan game done. But the first thing you need to do when you're writing a game is to write a story. If you don't have a story, if you don't know where the game's going, you don't know if you're 25% done with it, right? You could be 50% done if it's a short story. You could be 10% done if it's a long story. So step 1 is write a story. Step 2 is do it. Learn Blender. I don't know. I didn't write step 1 for step 1, but I decided to write step 2 for step 2 for some reason. Learn Blender. That's a hard one. Cause there's... Let's make this one, because you cannot quantify You cannot quantify whether you have learned Blender or not. There's always more to learn. You can be like, you can have like an entry-level proficiency, like in Blender. Or you can be like a super ultra expert who's been working in 3D applications for decades. So I think a better way to quantify this is to say what kind of a project you want to be able to do. Like if you were saying that you want to be able to make like humanoid models, like I know the ones that you normally create art with in I forgot, Koikatsu. Koikatsu's that app you always use. So like if you want to make anime models like that, let's say that, right? Like let's say that's the goal. So humanoid anime models is the goal. So creating one means you've won. You've won your New Year's resolution. Ready? Create a humanoid anime model from scratch. Now see, that's quantifiable. Because like that's the goal, right? That's what you want to be able to do. And if you've done that, you know whether you've done that. So now you can actually say, I have, in fact, fulfilled my 2024 New Year's resolution. I've made an anime girl. I'm not going to say what I'm thinking. I know what kind of girl you're going to make, Moshiki. I know everything. But I can't say that on stream. Family-friendly stream. Yeah, so there's two. And then steps to get there, right? Steps to get there is like find a free YouTube course. There are millions of them. There are a lot of 3D artists that have made really, really nice instructional videos. Practice, practice, practice. I don't know why I hit caps lock. And then make the girl. And you've done it. Voila. You've done it. I think you can do this, Moshiki. You've got a whole year. You've got a whole year to lock this in. I believe in you. I think you can do this one. I'm excited for you too. This is secretly, I've also kind of wanted to learn how to make models from scratch. It is it would be really freeing to be able to make whatever I wanted, right? At any time. But I just don't have enough time to do it. So I hope you lock this one in, Moshiki. I'm excited for you. Yeah, you want to make the Moshiki model from scratch. That's good. That's even more specific. I like that. Make Moshiki. I love it. Wooshi, you've played Spore? I haven't thought about that game in a long time. It's the Gillie fan game is Spore, but for mushrooms. That would be a really short game. Spore, if you haven't played it, is a game where you start as like a single-celled organism, but then through the process of like evolution and chaos, you evolve yourself to become eventually like a space-traveling, super advanced species. If you could just stop when you reach the mushroom level, though, that's really... Mushrooms are very early on in the evolutionary chain. It's not a very long game. It's a real short game. Okay. Good night, Santi. Good night. Sleep well. Okay. All right. Let's do Jack. Jack, this is a big one. You want to learn game dev. So this is exactly the same as Moshiki's Learn Blender goal. You cannot quantify this unless you describe specifically what you're trying to create. So like, Jack, what kind of game are you thinking about making? Like, are we talking like an RPG Maker kind of game? Are we talking like a pixel, like a something with like Super Nintendo type graphics? You already know which engine, Jack? Okay, tell me, which engine? Is it Godot? Is it gonna be Godot? Everybody's so hot on Godot lately. Wooshi, you haven't even played Spore? Well, appreciate you for the reference. You should play it sometime, it's fun. Hey, thinking! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to you, sweetheart. Oh, I called it! It was Godot! I fucking called it! Let's go! See, it's so trendy. Everybody's talking about Godot lately. Because it became very trendy to hate Unity. So everybody's jumping off the Unity ship onto the Godot ship. Okay, alright. So you're gonna make something in Godot, but what are you gonna make, Jack? What kind of game are you gonna make? A simple game. I assume we're starting from scratch here, or like close to scratch. You're not sure about what kind of game. That's the biggest problem. That is a problem. That really is a problem. Okay, so first we're gonna figure out what kind of game we want to make. And this could be, you could short circuit this one. If there's a game, an indie game that you really enjoyed playing lately that's kind of simple, you know, like a Suika or like something with a kind of simple mechanics, you could make a clone of that game. Not like, it doesn't have to be a one-to-one copy, but if you really admire a particular game, you can just borrow inspiration from the creators of that game and make something similar for practice. Like, in reality, you don't want to be ripping off a bunch of other devs and then publishing this game and trying to make money. But like, for practice purposes, it at least allows you to not have to think too hard about game design, about UI design, about art direction, and you know, you can just jump straight into the development, which is, I think, what you're primarily interested in. So maybe, potentially, if you like this idea, you don't have to like this idea. Just an idea. Find a game you admire and create a clone. You know, that could be it. Lord Buckbug says, make a GTA that doesn't take 10 plus years to release. I'm pretty sure GTA took 10 plus years to release because it's so involved. Ellen, I'm back scrolling and trying to read. They suggest game a week, where you literally make a game a week? Holy crap, who can do that? Okay, what? Do they have like a list of games that they recommend? You know, is this like a Inktober kind of thing where they have like a list of games to make and you just check them off the list as you go through them? Because that would be cool, actually. If that doesn't exist, that should exist. Somebody should do that. Brian says +1 for cloning / copying is a way to learn fundamentals. Yes, that's actually true in like all sorts of art forms. I've told you all, I think mentioned before, that I studied singing for a long time. And one of the ways that you study singing is listening to professional singers who have a kind of a similar voice to yours and a similar repertoire of music. And the way that you develop your own style is to sort of copy style for a while until you arrive at something that feels natural to you and that you can put your own unique spin on. So yeah, copying and pasting. It's only cheating if you try to make money off of it. If you don't try to make money off of it, it's called learning. All right, yeah. Okay, Ellen clarifies about game a week. The idea is to make really small games every week. Okay, you'll go find the post your friend made? Thank you. That sounds awesome. Yeah, send it to Jack, because I love that idea. Game a week, and game a week is quantifiable, right? I'm like obsessed with quantifiable tonight, because that's my whole thing about setting goals and sticking to them, is you need to be able to quantify success. Game a week is really easy to know whether you've done it or not, because you've either done it or you haven't. So like your resolution could be, if we're doing 8 weeks or 12 weeks or however long this like list of prompts is, you know, you just do like % of time you delivered within the week versus postponed. You know, like if something happens and it takes you 2 weeks to make the game, you don't give yourself a point. But if you make the game within a week, you give yourself a point. And there you can quantify that way. So that's cool. I think by the time you've made a game a week for like 12 or however many weeks this is, You'll definitely know a thing or two about game dev. I like the last part of your New Year's resolution also, which is to do what I want without hesitation. Can't quantify that for you, but like, I love the spirit of it. I love the spirit of it, Jack. All right. Ink, I didn't know I did, didn't I? That you were a game dev? That's cool. You should share some of your projects with us if you're willing to. If they're like weird, like art house stuff that you don't want to share, don't worry about it. No pressure. But if you're willing to share, I think that was fun. All right. See ya, Wolvetica. Have a good rest of your day, you Australian person who's in the future. It's like midday on Thursday for you. Okay. All right. Yes, midday. It's the middle of the day on Thursday. You probably have to go like do your laundry or eat lunch or something. I don't know what Australians do. Wrestle a kangaroo or, you know, ride a dingo into the sunset. Okay. You made a mushroom tower defense a while ago? Hell yes. Oh my god, you used my emotes? See, there you go. Stealing is good. Wait, if you used my emotes, that means you have to let me play it. Hmm? You better send me that link, Ink. Yes, Victor, exactly. The Australians are like fighting off giant spiders. He's riding on the back of a dingo, fighting off giant spiders to protect his homestead. That's what I imagine all Australians do. Okay. Okay. All right, should we do C? Spend more time with friends? I like this one. It's similar to Tito's though. Like, I think my personal approach to this one would be like, you know, journal about whether I felt fulfilled over the past month. Decide whether to increase or decrease, you know, like social outings, whatever we want to call them. I think that's probably the best way to approach this. Okay. All right. Say yes to invites. You know what, Becky? That's good fucking advice. That is good fucking advice. I like, okay. I should have said that. You're so smart. You're so smart and beautiful. Say yes to invites. The number of times that I have declined an invite and felt absolutely terrible about it because I would have rather gone than done whatever stupid thing I was doing instead. Say yes to more invites. Yes, I love that. Show up. Yes, Brian, show up. Be there. Like, keep up contact so that people remember you're there. Yes. Okay. Okay. Show up is such great wisdom. I love that. Say yes to invites. Be there. Like, be a regular fixture in the lives of the people you like. And they will pave the way. They will welcome you into their hearts. Okay. Kageoni, this is such a good one. Write more and finish my reading backlog. So, write more is like just number of pages, right? This one is number of pages per day or a week. You know, if you don't want to commit to writing every day, maybe some days you're busier than others, or like you have a tough schedule, but maybe this is like 10 pages per week or something. Or the alternative. So if you don't want to do number of pages per day, the alternative here is number of completed works. Because I think I'm assuming that Kageoni is writing like novels here, which is not necessarily a safe assumption. They could be a poet, they could be a playwright, you know, so like maybe number of pages doesn't make sense for them. Maybe it's number of completed works. So I think that's probably how you quantify write more. But finish the reading backlog. This is such a good one. This is like inbox 0. Do y'all know about inbox 0? Inbox 0 is, so I have in my email inbox, The little red number, the notification number that says how many emails you have waiting for you unread is like in the thousands. In the thousands, Spores. I have like 4,000 unread emails. First off, I hate emails. Second of all, like, once it gets to a point where the list is really long, it's so daunting that I can't even think about tackling it. Inbox zero is this philosophy that your inbox should always be empty. As soon as you get an email, you should either read it and respond to it, or archive it, trash it, whatever, or put it in a folder, make a plan to address it later. But like, your inbox should always be empty, because you should always have done something with whatever email you just got. I don't do this personally. I hate it. But I feel like we could apply the philosophy of inbox zero to the reading backlog. We should get... Stop it. Everybody's putting their number of unread emails now. Think says rookie numbers. I'm at 90,000. Victor's at 8,000 emails. Good lord. Part-time warrior 6,557. You're all worse than I am. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Spores are not... I don't think we're good at responding to emails. Just call it a hunch. 49K, Tito, stop it! What? How many shitty newsletters are you signed up for? Oh my god, C-Fakes, no! I can't handle this. I can't handle this. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So, you're getting me off track. You're getting me off track, Spores. Hold on. I'm trying to tie this all back to Kageyone's New Year's resolution. Wait a second. Okay. Here comes the tie back. Inbox zero, but for your reading list. Huh? Right? Do we like it? So the goal should be to keep your number of unread books at zero. Zero. Parentheses, zero. Zip, zilch. Nada. Inbox zero, but for books. Kageone 25 unread emails. That is positively clean. That is like as close to inbox zero as I think anybody has ever gotten. Right? So I think you need to start reading your backlog, but also another way to clear your backlog is to decide not to read things. Do you have any books that you've accumulated that sounded good at the time, you know, or like maybe you told somebody you would read it so that you could talk to them about it, but enough time has passed that you kind of don't need to read it anymore? I would start by being really critical of your reading list and saying, are there any books on here that I no longer feel compelled to read? Because that'll make the list shorter. Like if I do that with my list, instantly that would make the list shorter by about 50%. So maybe you start there. Like first step, eliminate non-must reads. There. And then it'll be easier. It'll be easier to get started on tackling that backlog. And then of course there's like read some number of books until you get up to zero, but like I think eventually when you are inbox zero, you know, reading backlog zero, as soon as you're inspired to get a new book or borrow one or, you know, go to the library or whatever people who read actually do. I don't know how to read, so you can just start reading it right away. You don't have a backlog to work through, and then you'll stay at inbox zero because you'll have read that book. Ta-da! I just solved the problem. You've been reading a little bit from a couple of books a day. So I am so perplexed by people who can read more than one book at the same time. I don't get it. When I read a book, I'm like glued to that book only until I'm done. I can't book cheat. I can't like go from book to book because I can't get my head back into Like, my head has to stay in the one book until the journey is over. I can't, like, jump from book to book. I don't know. I'm not that person. But, like, I can't... You know, I know there are people out there. I know people who read more than one book at a time. I just don't get it. Gillie is single-threaded? Yes, thank you, Brian. Yes, I am. It's just watching different series at the same time. Oh god, Junker, you're right. I do watch more than one series of show at a time. I need to think about this. Maybe my deficiency is purely with reading. Maybe I can't read. I can't read. Okay. It's called ADHD, sweaty, thanks. Okay. I feel like, yeah, maybe. Maybe reading 3 books at a time is kind of neurodivergent. You're reading 4 books at once, Ink? Stop it. How do you even make time for all that reading? How do you make time for all that reading? I don't have time for 4 books. Alright, Brian, show up and speak up. Brian, I feel like you have these on lock. I feel like you already know what you're gonna do. I don't know if I can even workshop these though, because there's what can be quantified about this? So show up, I suppose you could quantify it as like % of invitations you reply yes to. Right, so we could be changing the percentage. Like, I think I said a few minutes ago that like I decline some like 50% of invitations. I don't even know if that's true. It's probably less than that. But, you know, we could be trying to change that percentage from 50 to 25%, you know? Like, that could be a way to quantify it. But speak up is a tough one. Speak up is a tough one. Yeah. I do like that it's... I agree with you. You said you like the way it remains a short 2-word mantra that you can instantly access. I like... So, your New Year's resolution is more like a New Year's mantra or a New Year's, like, motto. I like that. Let's not try to workshop it. I think it's perfect the way it is. I like it a lot. Good night, Kageoni. Good luck with your reading. Junker, finish 70% of your books. This is so well written. This is so well written because you put the success criteria right in there. It's built in. You want to finish 70% of your books. So this is like a percentage of a percentage. If you finish 75% of your books, you score 100%. Get it? You know, the goal is in the resolution. You did a good job with this one. I don't think there's any way I can improve on this. It's time bound even. Look at this. Okay, so this is the success criteria, 70%, and before buying new ones is time bound. Like, it's perfect. There's no way I can improve this, Junker. Yes, that's right, because I said make it measurable. Oh, okay, so you took my advice from my TikTok earlier. Smart. You're so smart. You're so smart, Junker. Oh, wait, we got a new resolution. We got thicks down here. We got thick ink. Practice Japanese every day. Yes. Wait, I can spell. Practice Japanese every day. And read a full chapter of manga in Japanese without using a dictionary. Perfect. That's also perfect. Every day. That's quantifiable, right? That's a very strict criteria. You either do it or you don't. And read a full chapter without using a dictionary is the goal. Like, if you can accomplish that by the end of the year, that's perfect. Man, we got some aces in chat here. These are some really, really well-crafted resolutions. So good. Okay, wait. Lord Bokbok. Your resolution is to decrease your spending habits on video games. Oh, on video game cosmetics. Oh my god, me too. Me too, my guy. Oh man. And unlock every mastery camo for every Call of Duty. Woof. Every Call of Duty? How far back does that go? I don't even know what that entails. Is that like a ranking thing or like a percent completion of the game thing? How does that work? I don't know very much about Call of Duty. I've never been a COD player. Let's see. Yeah, for thick, for your Japanese resolution, getting a buddy to practice with is a super good idea. Good night, Z-Bakes. Thank you, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Good night, sleep well. Okay, let's see, where are we? Where are we in the list? Okay, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon myself, actually. I'm gonna do a couple more of these, but unfortunately, I'm probably not gonna be able to make it through the whole list. But I think, hopefully everybody's like understands the process here. The process is very simple. It's to make your resolution more specific, right? If it's kind of vague, like learn Blender or like learn game dev, it's to instead take that and make it more specific. What is the particular project? What do you want to make? What's the goal? What's the, what do you want to be able to read? In Ink's case, like I want to be able to read a chapter of manga. And then outline the steps to get there, right? And then make it quantifiable. Determine what your success criteria is. If I can read the chapter of manga without using a dictionary, I pass. If I develop 7 out of 10 game of the week games, I get 70%, 7, like I get a C. I get a C minus. So yeah, that's kind of how this works. It's turning wishy-washy goals into really specific goals. Sheena's is already very specific. It's get a PC. So this is sort of this is pass-fail on whether a PC was obtained. But I think we can be more specific about the steps, right? So for the steps, determine how much can be saved each pay period, I would say. Happy period. I can spell! I can't read, but I can write. Determine how much you can save each pay period. This is going to be different for everybody. And then I think also maybe count the number of weeks you successfully put away savings. That's a good quantifiable step there. And then of course, when you have enough money, research the options and make a purchase. But really it's more about the savings here. The savings is the tough part. Money always seems to just fly out of your wallet mysteriously, Like, it's so easy come, easy go. Because me and Bok are out here buying all those cosmetics for our video games. Alright, Joshi, increase workout time and intensity. That's good. I like that. I think, like, from X to X is the only question in my mind. There's, Oh, Sheena, you're here! Hello! Well, I hope this helps. I feel like these steps were like, kind of self-evident. I feel like I'm telling you information you already knew, but it's just nice when you're making a resolution to write it down, to say it out loud, be really specific about the steps, because it's hard to adhere to a resolution that is, like, save money. What does that mean? Like, if I socked away $1 out of my paycheck, I've technically saved money. And I also don't feel inspired right? If the resolution is save money, I really just don't feel inspired. If it's save 10% of my paycheck, like, I know exactly what to do. I know what to act on. I know what I have to do right now. I need to go into my bank account and transfer 10% to my savings account, etc. You know what I mean? So, you know, just sort of like reworking the resolution itself can be really helpful in just transforming your mindset and being able to tackle it. So, are we having a COD chat? Wait, Link, imagine Gillie being all cracked out on Monster, being like 360 no scope. I don't think anybody wants to imagine that. I don't think anybody wants to imagine that. Well, I'm glad you're relaxed, Sheena. I'm glad you like my voice. I'm about to say some stupid Google-de-bop. Most of the stuff that comes out of my mouth is stupid Google-de-bop. But every once in a while I say something kind of smart. Let's see. Okay, so we're on Joshi. We're gonna do Joshi, and then we're gonna do Part-Time Warrior, and then I think I'm gonna go to bed. So Joshi, I think this is an increase from X to X, right? Is the goal, right? Is the thing to be quantified, whether you did it or not. So if it's, you know, you're currently working out for 60 minutes and you want to start working out for 90 minutes, I think trying to figure out like what number that is and what number you're shooting for is important. But then, of course, right, finding time is important. Yeah, and then consistency. Consistency is also really important, particularly with working out. So, like, rewards for keeping up a cadence. If it's 3 times a week, then it's 3 times a week. If it's 5 times a week, then it depends. I don't know what your workout habits are, but it depends on, you know, whatever cadence is right for you. So, consistent schedule, and you get to pat yourself, give yourself a big pat on the back for keeping up whatever cadence is right for you. 6. Did you just turn that into a 69 joke? What are the rewards? The rewards are fitness rewards. The rewards are you get stronger or fitter, or you can run farther. The rewards are pride in your work and your body and your health. The rewards are intrinsic, not extrinsic. How's that for a fancy word? Alright, Part-Time Warrior. Let's do... Oh, Shiki, there's no rewards! The rewards are the rewarding feeling of a job well done. Should I make rewards? I keep tossing around this idea of like rewarding. You guys can tell me whether this is a good idea or not. I want to make like Gillie trading cards. not like real trading cards, but I'll like do some sort of like photo shoot in a nice like a unique outfit, or like something like really cool concept, and then I would use the photos and I would like turn it into a sort of like I would like get a designer to create like a trading card graphic to go around the photo, and then I could, depending on how many people I distribute the image to, it could be like SSR or like common, or like they can have like different rarities too, and some of them could be like hollow foil. Get like I don't know. I've been playing with this idea in my head a lot, but it would be like a way that I could reward you guys for sticking to your New Year's resolutions, right? That would be kind of fun. Would that be fun? I've thought about it. I don't know how easy or difficult this would be. I have not thought through like the specifics of like how to create and distribute these trading cards, but you know, that's as far as I've gotten, just the concept. But you guys keep asking about rewards, so like reward could be something like that, like a limited edition Gillie image of some sort. A signed Link says a signed Gillie trading card to put in a shadow box in your room. Yeah, maybe maybe for like a super special treat, I could like mail them sometimes. Hi, Sam. Sam, what a bad boy. There's a stream every Wednesday. Well, almost every Wednesday. But that's okay. At least you made it for the last like 3 minutes. We're gonna workshop one more resolution and then I'm going to bed. No, Links, not NFTs. Oh my god, did I just reinvent the concept of NFTs? Oh my god. Now I have to hate myself. Oh, terrible, I'm terrible. Okay, you're right. Okay, trading cards are out. No Gillie trading cards, no NFTs. All right. Damn it, I'm a tech bro now. No, I've become that which I hate. Okay, all right. Should I do this resolution? Let's do this resolution. Okay, exercise / workout like I used to. Okay, the quantifiable part of this is hidden in the language. It's like I used to. So for part-time warrior, what I would say is like, what were the glory days? You know, like how many minutes, how heavy, like what exercises, how do I spell exercise? Does it have an X in it? I don't think it does. It has an X at the beginning. Exercise. There we go. I think that's right. What exercises, etc. Determine what's realistic. Because like I used to implies that some scenario has changed. Either part-time warrior has less time, or they had an injury, or they maybe they just got older, or you know, any number of things. But it implies there's a hidden implication in this statement that something in part-time warrior's life has changed. So I think that there's an important step here. You can't just do all of the exercises that you used to do, or, you know, fit back into the old skinny jeans or whatever. Like, you can't just do it. You have to determine what's actually realistic. Like, what makes sense for your life at this point in time. Oh, you're still here, part-time warrior. You were just lurking. Hi, welcome back. Basically, your idea is to do realistic exercises and focus on longevity. Okay, yes, okay. I love that. I love that. Okay. So, right. Determine what's realistic. I think, is there going to be an ease-in period? Like a ramp-up also? Like, did you stop working out altogether and you need to sort of like get like back into the swing from zero? Or are you still regularly working out? Because there might be sort of like a ramp-up period. Like, really, don't hurt yourself is what I'm getting at. Don't hurt yourself. Do it smart. Potentially, you know, okay. It was more so due to injury and then your current job. Yeah, that's tough. Recovering from an injury is really tough. And a lot of injuries, you know, your body is never exactly the same. You know, like if it was a ACL or if it was a broken bone or something, you know, it's sometimes your body is just different and it's gonna be different from now on. So listening to your body is important. Listening to the advice of, if you're working with anybody like a physical therapist or a professional trainer, you know, listening to that professional advice. But I think you got this. And then quantifiable. How do we make this quantifiable? I would say like do like reach the goal workout within X period of time, right? So if the goal workout is 90 minutes of this assortment of exercises and you have to ramp up to it, then, you know, determine what the realistic ramp up period is. Is it going to take me 6 months to be able to have that kind of strength again, and like try and reach it within that period of time. So I think you know, this could be a good approach to this resolution. But it's a great resolution. I'm sorry to hear about your injury, but I'm glad that you're getting back on the horse. And we all believe in you. We know you can do it. You got this. You got this, part-time warrior. You think your physical job you work now is too much exercise? Too much to exercise. Oh, you work in a physically demanding job. Oh, that's tough. Yeah. Yeah, that's tough because you don't want to overdo it, but like, the job might not be necessarily the kind of exercise you really want to do. Yeah. I wish I'm like not an exercise professional, so I can't really advise on how to get at it, but I know you can. With the advice of people far more knowledgeable than myself, I know you got this. You got this. Brian says more weight, more reps. Yeah, we have I don't know if you're in the Discord, but we have a Sweat Shrooms channel where people who are very very serious about their exercise will post, keep each other accountable and post progress pics and talk about their workouts and troubleshoot each other's workouts. So if that's interesting to you, feel free to join the Discord and check out that channel. I just like going in there and looking at everybody's progress pics. I'm so proud of everybody when they like post new personal records and stuff like that. It's so great. It's so awesome. Okay. All right. Well, I did part-time warrior. I'm 18 minutes past my bedtime. So I think it's time for me to sign off for the night and say goodnight to all you amazing, beautiful, wonderful, lovely spores. But thank you for joining me for New Year's resolution workshop. I hope everybody got some value out of it, or if not, I hope you at least enjoyed listening to the sound of my voice and droning on and talking about nonsense for 2 hours like I always do. So, Tito, no! Tito, do not at me in chat like that! Why are you exposing me? God damn! Okay, I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed! God damn. Alright. Good night, everybody! Good night, Spores. I love you so much. See you soon. See you next Wednesday, and see you in the Discord, of course. Mwah! Mwah! Mwah!